Hey, what's up? It's Jax from Plastic Action, and you're listening to the world-famous ToyPhotoCast. We are storytellers.
What's up, everybody? Thank you so much for listening to this episode of ToyPhotoCast with Erik Studdard. I want to give a shout out to our two hardcore patron supporters, Stephanie Byer and Jordan Dodrill. Thank you so much for being a part of the Patreon. And if you want to actually access the Patreon, we've now changed up the tiers. So if you want to listen to the bonus episodes, it's now only $1. So check it out. It's going to be a link in the show notes below. So check it out if you want to support. And we're going to have some new content with different artists coming soon. Check it out. Thanks, guys. Have a great day and peace.
3, 2, 1. What's up, everybody? This is another episode of ToyPhotoCast with the one, the only Mr. Erik Studdard. What's up, man? How you doing?
I'm doing great, man. Happy to be here.
I'm so glad to have you on the show. I can't think of a person I'd rather have on the show than, people like yourself. I just enjoy everything you're doing. It's going to be fun, man. I'm really looking forward to this.
So am I, man. I appreciate all that.
Yeah, man. So how long have you been doing this thing called toy photography for?
I got started actually 2016, actually, right around March. So right before Batman versus Superman release. That's kind of when I think I started really getting into it.
Were you collecting figures before then?
A little. I would pick up a figure here and there, or sometimes a pop. I might see a Batman pop. I'll pick that up. Put it on the shelf. And I had some stuff left over from when I was a kid. Like I was really into Batman '89, so I had a lot of the figures and the Batmobile, some of the vehicles and whatnot. So, but really in 2016 is when I got heavily into it and into the photography side of it.
Do you remember what it was that started you down this journey? Like, was there a specific moment that you remember that was like, this is what I want to do? Or how was that introduction for you?
Yeah. So a good friend of mine at the time, he was recovering from brain surgery. And so he wasn't working and stuff. And he got into Legos and collecting Legos and building them. And started, I guess through that, he started finding like people doing photography of Legos. And he knew that I had a background with photography and, that I pick up figures every once in a while. So he started showing me some of it and I was just blown away. I was like, people are taking photos of their Legos? That's pretty crazy. And so it kind of just transitioned from that.
When did you start focusing on like figures? What did you start out with Lego, or what was the transition from Lego to figures?
No, I really didn't get into the Lego side of things. Being a Batman fan, I think the first thing I saw was I started looking at, toy photography on Instagram, just seeing some of the figures and whatnot, what other people were doing. And the first figure I purchased and really took a photo of was the Mezco Dark Knight Returns Batman. I think it was the PX version. And so that's kind of, where it started.
How did you get introduced to Mezco and all those figures?
Just being on Instagram, looking at hashtags. It kind of happened organically. Once I saw people taking pictures of Legos, I would follow, find a hashtag and like toy photography and just stumbled upon Mezco figures and the Batman specifically.
Nice. So when you started out, did you have any background in photography at all, or what was your motivation with that?
I actually went to school and got a degree in fine arts with an emphasis in studio photography. I would do photography for my job a little. I was doing graphic design at the time for a private air travel company. I would go out and shoot some of their jets and kind of do that on the side for them. And but I wasn't really focusing on the fun side of photography, the toy photography side of it. And so once my friend showed me that people were actually taking pictures of toys and they looked amazing, that kind of just sparked my interest and really made me, start learning about it and getting into the craft more.
That's awesome, dude. So who is some of your biggest inspirations for toy photography or just in general?
Roll the Hard Six was probably one of the first accounts I came across. And I saw some of his Batman, so he was a heavy influence. Man, there's so many out there. 1/6 shooter, I love seeing his stuff. I don't see 1/6 district, I believe it is. He builds a lot of his own figures and dioramas, and really big into his stuff and following him. Figure Fan Nate, he's another awesome one. Seeing his stuff, and he's super supportive and just a big part of the community, and keeps you up to date on Mezco releases. And yeah, there's so many others. I know I'm forgetting other accounts that like really sparked and kind of like contributed to my this path into toy photography.
That's awesome. Shout out to all those guys. They're incredible. I love hearing all the different inspirations, man, because I can see that whenever people tell their inspirations, I can see that kind of influence in their art. So how do you feel that your photos and your photography have changed since you first started out? I know you've progressed a lot since you first started out, but how do you feel like you've changed?
One, using, I guess, better equipment, trying to do more practical effects. I think when I first started, it was almost just set a figure in front of maybe the box, or just on some black fabric and get a shot. But I don't know. I think I just learned lighting a little more. I think toy photography actually helped me focus on that and kind of figure out, okay, what works, what doesn't work, and then posing. Posing makes up, like knowing how to pose the figure that it looks natural. I look back at some of my first photos and I'm like, oh, that's not very natural at all. So I think kind of progressed in that form or in that sense.
That's awesome, dude. Yeah, I can see that, man. It's interesting when we look back on our journey and we're like, we notice all the stuff that when we were taking it originally a long ways back, we're like, oh, this is so good. But then once you get better and better and better, you're like, almost becomes kind of cringe a little bit.
You definitely.
But how do you approach it now, man? Is this something that are you just using as a pastime? It's your hobby? Is this something you want to pursue more professionally? What is your kind of goal with toy photography?
Right now, man, it's just my hobby. Come home from work, kind of decompress from the day, set up some figures, and kind of be able to create my own world. I guess almost my own little scene from a movie or comic book panel. As far as like progressing, I mean, if one day somebody was like, "Hey, we'd like to send you some figures and you take photos of them for us," I would not be opposed to that one bit. But really, right now, man, just a hobby and keep on improving and pushing myself and exploring the medium.
That's awesome, man. Yeah, I totally agree. That's something that a lot of people their end goal is to do it professionally. I'm always curious to see what their end goal is with this. So since it's your hobby, do you feel like you enjoy it more now than when you first started out, since you're able to maybe get the idea in your head closer to what you're visioning? Like, do you enjoy it more now?
Oh yeah, definitely. I think every day I get more and more into it. I find myself at work like, oh, I'm ready. 5 o'clock, come on, I'm ready to get home and maybe set up a scene and do some shots. Or if an idea hits me in the middle of the day, it's like, oh, I get really stoked about it and want to try to recreate it. What's in my head, that vision. So yeah, definitely.
That's awesome, man. How long does it take for you to get a shot that you've got in your mind to setting up and then post processing and then actually uploading it?
Man, it varies. Sometimes it just kind of depends on what shot that I'm doing. Sometimes like it might take 5 hours. I might come home one evening, shoot it several times, put it on the computer, look at it, and like, oh no, his hand looks kind of weird, or I'll find like little details that I think, hey, I can redo this. I can go back and maybe just move the camera a little bit to catch a better angle, and then usually, once I have the shot and I bring it into Photoshop and start color balancing, it goes pretty quick. I mean, it's really just getting, that shot set up and like making myself happy with, what I see. Like, okay, I can live with this and post this now.
Nice. That's awesome. So let's talk about your setup and your gear that you use. What camera are you using? Your lights? Or do you have specific dioramas that you use? Let's just go ahead and list that off.
Right now, I just got a massive dio from, I don't know if you're familiar with him or not, but Euler's Workshop. Yeah, he built me this massive Gotham alleyway. So I got that in actually last week. So I've been able to post a few shots of it. So yeah, that's my main dio right now. As far as equipment, lighting, I use Lume Cubes. I have several of those, and then I just have like a small LED light panel too as well.
Okay.
And a lot of times I'll use my phone for just a little extra light. I have like a color screen uploaded on it, and I can kind of move it around while I'm like, testing lights and shooting and whatnot. I use a lot of atmosphere aerosol uh, during the shoot to kind of help create depth there and pick up on some of that lighting that I might have in the background. The camera I'm using right now is a Nikon D800 with a 20. I want to say it's a 24 to 85 millimeter lens that has a macro option on it, so I can kind of get in close on some of those scenes.
So that diorama you said you got from Euler's Workshop, is that a 1/12 scale?
Yes, yeah, and it is huge and very detailed. And I mean, I was blown away. I mean, about how much detail he actually put into this diorama and how much thought he did for it. It's amazing.
Awesome. I love his work. He's so meticulous, and I love seeing his behind the scenes. He's an incredible artist.
Mm.
Shout out to Euler's Workshop. So, what is your favorite line of figures? I know you shoot between 1/6 and 1/12 scale, but do you prefer 1/12 over 1/6 or vice versa?
I prefer 112 just because it's easier to set up a scene. I don't really have any like nice dioramas for like the 1/6, and I think like what I found is like with the 112, especially Mezco, they're a lot more flexible and you can strike a lot more dynamic poses with them. Uh, I do love 1/6, the hot toys and everything like that when shooting like portrait shots, just because you can get they have so much detail in the face and in the costume.
Right. So you have preferences. You think 1/12 would be your preference?
Yeah, yeah, definitely my go-to. Definitely.
Nice. Well, let's talk about your moments that I like to call your pinch me moments. Have you had any of those? I know looking back, there's definitely some times that you could give a shout out to. What do you got?
Oh, I guess one of the biggest ones I remember that kind of blew me away was like kind of helped me keep going was when a couple years back Mezco like posted one of my shots on their Instagram feed, and I was like blown away. I was super excited, and I was like, "Holy cow, Mezco! Like, I can't believe it. It's out there. Like, they took one of my shots and thought it was good enough to put on their feed." So that was a big one. I don't know. It's always cool when people like follow you that or like comment. Like I can't think of the guy's handle on Instagram, but he does some of the sculpting for Sideshow Collectibles, and
Oh, wow.
he's commented on some of my photos, and I thought that was pretty cool. And yeah, man, just being even on your page, the 112th collective page, it's awesome to see my shots posted on there, and anytime anybody gives you like any kind of like feedback and just support and sharing and stuff, it's always awesome.
That's awesome, man. Yeah, I remember like I actually just scrolled back down to see that shot when you got reposted by Mezco. That's such a like few and far between thing because they don't really do that a lot, and so
Yeah.
when it does happen, it's a big moment, and I think I think there's such a satisfaction when people like see your work and they're like, okay, like I'm gonna repost this because it's good, it's quality, and that does like it does encourage you. You're like, okay, I have something going here. I can keep on working. That's awesome, man.
Yeah, definitely. And recently we had there's a, I live in a small town, and they have a little art center in the downtown, and we had an art show where I exhibited in the main gallery alongside another artist. And a couple of weeks after the opening, I was sitting outside, and my mail carrier comes by, and it's like, "Hey, are you the guy that does the toy photos that's up at the gallery?" And I'm like, "Yeah, that's me." And she's like, "Oh, I love those. I love those." And I thought that was pretty awesome. Like somebody that has no connection to toy photography and doesn't know a whole lot about it saw it in the gallery and was just super stoked on it, super excited about it, and telling me how much they enjoyed it. So I thought that was a pretty cool moment too.
Wow, that is amazing. Like, how did they know that? Okay, how did they know that you was you? Like, was there like a name, or how did that work?
Yeah, she was delivering my mail, and I guess she just recognized it from the show, and she's probably dropped off enough toy company boxes that she's like, "Oh, hey, like hot toy or whatever, hot toys or Mezco or whatever's on the package." And she's probably like, "Hey, I wonder if this is the guy that takes photos of toys."
Okay, so she probably did a little like putting two and two together, figuring it out. Gotcha. Okay,
Right on. Yeah.
that's awesome, man. So where do you want to be with your toy photography hobby in 10 years? I know it's a long ways off, but like, do you want to keep doing this? Like, what is your focus, and how do you want to get better in your hobby and your craft?
Yeah, I definitely want to keep doing it, and just improving and pushing myself. And I mean, maybe one day even doing some outdoor shots. That's something that I haven't done a whole lot of. That down the road, I want to try. But yeah, just keep collecting and keep shooting and just improving as a photographer.
How do you feel like toy photography has helped you, just in general? Because I know a lot of people have a different mindset about it, but do you feel like toy photography has helped you creatively, like with your job?
Oh yeah, definitely. And before I was doing toy photography, like I said, I would go out and I would shoot for the my company from time to time, and I wasn't really enjoying photography as much. So it's like anything, if you don't put time into it and you don't research it and stay up to date, you kind of you lose your edge in it. But since doing toy photography, I started like getting back into it and really taking it seriously and studying light. So it helps me as an artist in the long run. And it's also a great way for me after a long day of like at work to come home and decompress and actually do the photos I want to do.
Yeah. I feel like it's a really amazing stress reliever too. Like when you're able to just get a shot and work on it and you're satisfied with it. Like it's amazing as stress relief for me. Do you feel the same way?
Yeah, definitely do. It's definitely a way to decompress, like I said, decompress and just kind of let the stress of the day go by and kind of get in your own world and create that vision that you're seeing in your mind.
Nice. Nice. Yep. It's amazing, man. If people haven't done it out there that want to do it, like I highly recommend trying it out, just starting out. But let's talk about the community and the action figure community. Like I like to call this like the mentor moment where we look at the community as a whole and see what are we doing right and what are we doing wrong? How can we improve this place and how can we make it better?
I mean, I think the community is awesome. I mean, I haven't had any experience where somebody was just not nice. Usually everybody's very supportive, very helpful. Like if you have a question, uh, hey, what lights are you using? What equipment do you use? They're more than happy to, to fill you in. And I think if we just continue down that path, I think we'll be okay. As long as, we don't get selfish with it and,
Yeah.
stop sharing what we can. And I think like what you're doing here with the podcast, and I think that's just helping it grow as an art form. And I think if we can support that and just keep making that grow, I think we're going to be great. I think it's going to.
I agree. I wholeheartedly agree, man. That's one thing I love about it is how transparent everybody is, because you're right. Like if you have any question, like
Mm,
9 out of 10 people will respond and tell you. It's not like they want to safeguard that information, because everybody wants to get better. Everybody wants to keep enjoying it more. And we're all in this together in a cheesy kind of way, but we are.
right.
Um, do you have any tips for people just starting out that want to do toy photography that have not started yet?
Shoot. I mean, just try different things out. Don't be afraid to, like experiment. If you're shooting a toy in front of a box, try setting up something else in the background. Just keep going. Don't give up, and don't be afraid to ask people for help, or figure out what other photographers are doing.
100%, definitely. So you saw Toy Fair, right? You're keeping up with all the news.
Oh yeah, definitely.
What's your most anticipated figure that you saw at Toy Fair?
Oh, it's definitely the Michael Keaton Mezco.
Yeah.
Um, I've been waiting for that one for a while. Yeah, I'm excited about it.
Do you like how they changed the it was originally, I think, like separations, like where they had like the legs and the arms were like separate pieces, but now it's like one whole bodysuit. Do you like that?
Yeah, I think it's going to be pretty cool. I think it's going to be a lot like. I mean, hopefully it doesn't restrict the posability of it, but I mean, I think he looked like very. It looks very clean, and it looked great in my opinion.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. I didn't actually pre-order that one, but I don't know why. Like I'm just for me, Michael Keaton is amazing. I love that whole series, but like my Batman is like the not for story, but for like suit wise, my favorite is Batman versus Superman. Like
Oh yeah.
that's my all time favorite suit. My all time favorite story is the Christopher Nolan Batman, but I I was just like, I don't know. I was on the fence about it, and I was like, no, I'm just not going to do it. And now I'm kind of regretting.
Yeah, I couldn't resist. I had to do it. I couldn't miss out on that one. I've been waiting on it for a while. So, but yeah,
Yeah,
I really do. I mean, the Ben Affleck suit in Batman versus Superman is probably the closest that we've ever seen to a comic suit for sure. I also like the some of the McFarlane stuff I saw. The the Curse of the White Knight figure that looked pretty cool.
besides the Michael Keaton, do you have any other that you're really anticipating?
Ooh, let me think. Oh, I think that's the main one right now. Mr. Freeze. I would like to see that one. I'm ready for that one.
Yeah,
And the Two Face, kind of like flush out the Rogue Gallery a little more.
nice. Did you pick up the any of the Green Lanterns from Mezco?
I didn't, but now that I'm seeing them, I wish I did.
Oh man, I'm so lucky I got both of them, and I love them. Like I haven't gotten the Hal Jordan in yet, but he's coming in next week. So
The photos I'm seeing, man, they look great. They look really good. I just finally pulled the trigger and got that the Mezco Catwoman. I was so afraid because I've heard so many horror stories about the joints and stuff.
oh,
But I'm glad I picked her up, and I kind of did a little hair dryer to kind of loosen her up a little bit. But yeah,
no issues with that?
no, so far, I mean, I haven't tried to like really pose her too extreme, but like I said, once I got her out of the box, I just kind of used the hair dryer to kind of loosen those joints up because they were really stiff, and
Yeah.
I was afraid that I was going to snap an arm or a leg with her.
Yeah, that's scary. I haven't picked that one up either. That just for that reason. I know they're pretty available and actually like really good prices online,
Mhm.
but yeah, I may have to pick up. I really like the purple one too. Like I like that version.
Yeah, I wish I'd have got the purple one, but I just went with the black suit, just a regular black suit release. Um, I did see that, like is it DC? Is it the DC Collectibles Catwoman in the purple suit? Is that who did that one?
I know I'm talking about the Mezco, the exclusive.
Yeah, I saw that one as well. But I think DC Collectibles didn't they do or DC Direct do it? Just release a Catwoman in her purple suit as well.
They may they may have. I'm not sure. I haven't been keeping up with DC collectibles. I know Mafex has a Hush Catwoman coming down the line
Oh
eventually.
yeah,
I'm gonna get that one for sure.
yeah, that one looks really great.
I was joking with one of my friends that he always has issues with Mafex, and like
Mhm.
he's never had a Mafex that didn't break on him, so he's like given up on Mafex. But like I've never had an issue with Mafex. Like never. Like it's so funny. Like their quality control, like and the issues that they have, like it's just never been an issue for me.
Yeah,
Have you ever picked up a Mafex, like any Batman or
I
anything like that?
picked up the bank robber Joker,
Yeah,
and he just, I don't know, he falls apart. Like his, I don't know, like, I mean, he's great. He looks great, and like I can pose him, but like he does not stay together whatsoever.
really.
Yeah, yeah. But I did pick up a few of the. I picked up the Hush Batman. I ordered the a few, like the Dark Knight Triumphant, and
Yeah.
the I think one more maybe. But so hopefully they won't fall apart.
Yeah, I hope so too. I've got all of the Hush Mafex on pre-order. The Batman, Superman. Superman looks really good.
Yeah, he does. He does.
And I hope, man, this is like, I know we've talked about this before, but I hope Mezco, like, I know they're going to make, they teased in Toy Fair, they're doing a Superman, like a Michael Reeves. Is it? No, sorry,
Christopher.
Christopher Reeve.
Yeah, yeah. I saw that. That'll be a
Yeah.
good one. That'll be one worth picking up.
I think that will too. I think if they, because like Christopher, I'm trying to remember his like musculature. He's not like a super bulky guy.
No, no,
So
he's not.
it might be like a skinny Batman.
Yeah,
I mean, I can't.
Superman.
Skinny Superman, yeah. I was thinking, I was like, maybe I could pick up that body and then like just do a head swap and like put a comic Superman. But I'm like, no, he's probably gonna look too skinny.
Yeah, I guess we'll have to see, like,
Yeah.
how they build them. Yeah, I think I'll pick him up as well to kind of go along with the Michael Keaton Batman, so I can kind of like do some like world's finest, uh, kind of like mesh up there.
Yeah. Now I want to get okay. You got me wanting to do that too now. Oh man, that's funny. Well, uh, man, I don't have anything else, man. If you want to talk about anything, or if you got anything on your mind, now's the time.
No, man, not really. Just to everybody out there doing toy photography, keep it up, and let's keep pushing it. Let's see where we can take this.
Nice, man. And where can people connect with you on social media if they don't already?
It's on Instagram at Erik Studdard, and that's Eric with a K.
Gotcha. And you can connect with me at Dagobah_days. You can connect with the Toy Photocast on Instagram at ToyPhotoCast. You can collect with the 112 scale figure repost page at 112 Community on Instagram and Star Wars Toy Picks. So remember, everybody, we are storytellers. Get out there, tell your story, have some fun, and shoot some Batman toys, everyone. All right. Have a good one. Peace.
Thank you guys for listening to this episode of Toy Photocast. If you're enjoying this content and if this is adding value to you, please head on over to iTunes and leave us a review. Tell us what you like. Tell us what you want to hear. And that's going to help us shape the future of these episodes as we grow deeper into toy photography and the incredible community that surrounds it. Thank you guys again and have a great day. Peace.